Hi, welcome to Azariah's Fiber Arts. My name is Sarah, and I am the artist and designer behind Azariah's Fiber Arts. Hit the like or subscribe button anytime while you're watching. All right, let's get into it. This video is part one in a series about dyeing. Dyeing fabric, dyeing yarn, dyeing finished items. You can dye your fiber at any point, before it's spun, after it's knitted, after it's woven, crocheted, any point you want. There are 3 different main dyeing processes that we use at home. This one is an example of an acid dye. An acid dye is for protein fibers, so think of something that grows on an animal: wool, alpaca, camel, silk, things of that nature. They prefer acid, and it's not near as scary as it sounds. Acid could be as simple as the citric acid in a packet of Kool-Aid or the distilled white vinegar. This one was dyed using Kool-Aid, but I also added vinegar. I will put in a picture of another dye that I have used in the past. It's been a little while. It's called Jacquard's Acid Dyes. And there's also other companies. I'll put some more of options in the description. So this one's acid dye. Again, for protein fibers or protein fiber blends. The things that are not protein fiber will take the dye slightly differently. Next popular one is natural dye. So this is, again, wool. It started out as a white yarn. I got this as a kit, actually, and I will put the link to the website in the description. So I got this as a kit. I dyed the yarn and then knitted the mittens. But this one, like I said, was natural, but it was special because it was modified after the fact. And I will go into more detail of what is modification, what are mordants, all these different things in each video for each different type of dye. So this one was wool on wool with weld modified with copper. And you get this awesome green color. Again, protein fibers and plant fibers: cotton, bamboo, flax. And the third one, it's called a fiber reactive dye. So you can see these are white because the shirt itself is 100% cotton, but the threads are probably rayon. There's some kind of synthetic that did not take the fiber reactive dye. So the Jacquard's has a line of fiber reactive dyes. Fiber reactive dyes that I use most are RIT, just because it's easy. Pick it up at your big box store and you can just go for it. The key thing that you're going to need for a fiber reactive dye, other than time and a timer, like I said, we'll get more into that in its video, is salt. Just regular table salt. You're going to need a lot of it. Fiber reactive dye I have only used on cotton. It might work on wool as well, but it's more for the plant fibers. So here they are: fiber reactive dye, natural dye, and acid dyes. In coming videos, I will go into detail of each one of these, the different dye stuffs, how to do it. Not going to go into extreme detail. It'll be enough information to help you get on the road if you want to try your own thing. I will put in enough information so that you can do a little test, like a dye swatch, so to speak. But it's not going to be a ton of detail. I will be putting resources in the description for each video. If this tutorial was helpful for you, please hit the like button. Be sure and subscribe so you don't miss anything. Thank you for watching. If you have more questions, you're welcome to leave a comment below or email me, Sarah@azariahsfiberarts.com. Happy making!